This is question 8 in test 5, section 8, page 669. So it says, in the xy plane, the center of the circle has coordinates 3, -7. If one endpoint of a diameter of the circle is -2, -7, what are the coordinates of the other endpoint of this diameter? So this requires that you know that the diameter is the full length across the center of the circle. And one way to solve this is to draw a small graph and plot the points. Some of you won't need the graph, but I'll just show the graph so others can see logically how you can figure this one out. So the endpoint of the diameter of the circle is at -2, -7. So we go -2 on the x-axis and then down 7 on the y-axis. So that's the endpoint of the diameter, and then we're told that the center of the circle has coordinates 3, -7. So that's over 3 on the x-axis and then down to -7 again. So this is convenient because we can see here that these 2 points have the same y value, so therefore we don't have to do the distance formula. We can just infer based on this distance that this is the radius because these are in a straight line since the y values are the same. So this is half the length of the diameter because here we have the endpoint of the diameter and here we have the center of the circle. So then we know that to the right of the center of the circle, we're just going to have another radius of the same length as this radius. So we just have to determine the length of that radius. So that goes from -2 to 3. So therefore that's 5 units. So then we're going to add 5 units on the other side. So we're adding those 5 units to the center of the circle, which has coordinates 3, -7. And those 5 units are added to the x coordinate since we're moving to the right. So that gives us a final value of 8, -7 for this endpoint of the diameter. So there are some quick shortcuts. If you didn't know the answer exactly to this problem, you at least could get rid of B, C, and D because you know that the other endpoint of the diameter here needs to lie on y equals -7 since the one endpoint of the diameter given and the center of the circle lie on y equals -7. So you know that it's either A or E. So even if you don't fully grasp this problem, you should certainly guess if you can determine that A or E need to be the right answer. One of those two needs to be the right answer. Okay, so you could just count that out and that would help you solve that problem. I'll also make a small video about a super shortcut way to do this just by looking at these values.